If you'd love to get wider exposure for your writing, but you also have an aversion to marketing and promotion, watch on, my friend. This video will really help you out. So today's struggle comes from Steph in the Facebook community, and Steph has had a couple of books published and she's working on her next non-fiction book. She's hoping to get wider exposure. She really wants to grow her audience, but her major block is her aversion to marketing and to promotion. How many of us have felt that similar kind of icky block around promoting ourselves or even selling ourselves? It's such a common area. So I would say the first thing to think about is that it doesn't have to stay like this. It's so easy to just assume that we feel that sales is icky or promoting ourselves is icky because that sort of thing is just icky, like it's not good to promote ourselves. But I really want for you to understand that promoting yourself can feel really, really lovely. If it feels icky or you've got this aversion, it simply means that you're doing it wrong. It's like anything. So for example, if you were trying to cook, and it felt really awkward the way that you were holding the wooden spoon, you wouldn't just think, oh, well, that's just the way it is. You'd think, oh, well, how can I hold this wooden spoon easier? How can I hold it in a way that doesn't feel awkward? But because we assume that sales and marketing and promotion is kind of an ugly thing to do, if we do feel ugly, we don't seek to address it. So that's the first thing that I really want for you to understand, is that if it feels icky, if you've got that aversion, it's not the truth. It simply means that you're not doing it in a way that feels good. Okay, so how do we do it in a way that feels good? So one of the things that can really block people is when they talk about getting more readers or increasing sales. And so here we're making a comparison, that idea of more or increasing. And so what that means is we're looking at where we are, which might be a place of lack, or it might be a place of having no readers or making no sales. And so in that place, there's a little bit of judgment and there's a little bit of a kind of, oh, this is all I'm good enough to do. So we want to really clear the way. And what we want to do here is to create a specificity. So what do I mean by that? So for example, rather than just increasing sales or getting more readers, you want to be really specific. So whether it's a book, whether it's a blog, whether it's a business idea, you might think to yourself, okay, so this month I want to reach out to 20 new readers or 20 new potential clients. And so there it's something that's really specific. And so suddenly you've taken on the control, and then you might think to yourself, oh, but I've got this real aversion because how do I reach out to these people in a way that doesn't feel icky? So then you start to inquire, well, how do I reach out to these people in a way that doesn't feel icky? So for example, imagine you were at a party. If you went up to someone at a party and you said, hi, do you want to buy my book? That would be really weird, right? But if you went up to someone at a party and said, oh, you know, how do you know so-and-so? How do you know the host? Or who invited you? Or where are you from? Or what do you do? That doesn't feel so icky. It kind of feels like a conversation starter. So it's the same when it comes to self-promotion. The reason we have this aversion is because we're trying to make that sale too quick, and that is icky. So you reach out to people by saying, hi, who are you? What do you do? What do you enjoy? That's where you make that first point of contact. And then the second step is to understand that when that sale does occur, it isn't a case of like, oh, I've extracted money from you, like I've duped you. That exchange of money is a sign that you've had an impact, is a sign that you've reached somebody. So for example, if you do sell a book, it's a sign that your book was worth selling. So again, if you're finding it really uncomfortable, if you're finding you've got that aversion, sometimes it's really useful to come back to whatever it is you're selling. So whether it's a book, whether it's an idea, whether it's a product, and for you to really think, what do I love about this product? What's going to make me feel really proud to know that someone spent £10 on it or £15 on it? So sometimes it's really worth just checking over what you've created and the way that you feel about it, and really understanding that this book or this product is really going to make a difference in someone's life. And so you know that the moment that they buy it isn't because you forced it on them, it's because they saw the product for what it was and they really wanted it in their life. They really understood you and what you stood for. So we come back to that party. If you're at a party and you try and sell something to someone straight away, they're just going to be like, you don't even know me, you don't know what I want. But if you're at a party and you're chatting with someone and you get to know them, and then you say to them, oh, I didn't realize that you were into swimming. Oh, I'm into swimming too. Hey, do you want to go swimming together next weekend? Then you don't think, oh God, I've made a really inappropriate suggestion. You're like, well, no, I get you. You like swimming, I like swimming. It's like a natural suggestion to make. So it's the same when you're growing your audience or building your readership. Once you reach out to your potential readers and you get an understanding of what they like, you're like, oh my God, if you like fantasy, or oh my God, if you like travel writing, then actually you're really going to enjoy my blog, or you're really going to enjoy my book. Likewise, you might be in a conversation with someone and you might think, actually, they're not going to enjoy my work, but maybe I can suggest somebody else's work. So you start to create engagement and natural, true, authentic conversation even before you start to promote and market. And that's when promotion and marketing feels way more organic, feels way more honest, and it feels like a generous gift that you're offering someone because you now know what they want and also what they don't want. And so you feel really authentic to offer them your book because you know that they're going to love it. So there we go, my friends. If you're really struggling with that marketing, you're really feeling this sort of icky block when it comes to promoting yourself, take it back. Just take it back to a real conversation and take it back to really just those fundamentals before you even start promoting yourself. If you're feeling that aversion, it's usually a sign that you're going in too soon. You don't really know your audience and your readership, or you're making those comparisons. So I really hope that one was useful to you, and it's really great to have these questions coming in. If you're new to this channel and you haven't yet joined me on the sofa before, then hit subscribe if you really feel that support on your writing journey, as you're developing your ideas, as you're developing your business even, is going to be really helpful to keep you on track. And if you're interested in coming and joining the community on Facebook, I will drop a link below. It's free to join and we would so love to have you with us. I'm in the community live every week, so if you have got more questions, I can always answer them live as well. Really looking forward to spending time on the sofa with you next week. I'll see you then. Take care.